Rise and grind, sunshine. It's time for us to decide how the rest of this day is going to be. Despite all these negative news articles we read, despite what people say about you or what they may say about me, despite the mistakes that you and I both made yesterday, it's still very possible to have a good day today. So how do we make that happen? Well, there's several ways we can make it happen, but one for sure way is to get started by giving thanks. If you don't know what to be thankful for, start with being thankful that you're even able to watch this video. A lot of people, including children, didn't make it through the night to see this morning. Some had their lives taken while others took their own lives. But guess what? You're still here. And because you're still here, that means there's still hope. And hope is one of the greatest things that we can be thankful for. Hope comes from within. Now sure, people, they can have hope for the best for us. But that's not going to work nearly as well as us having hope for ourselves. You know what I mean? You know what challenges you've overcome in order to be here today. You know what sacrifices you've made that nobody knows about. You know you didn't have to give the love that you gave, but you still gave it. Be grateful for that. Say thank you for even having the privilege of making your way forward through this life one more day. In the words of Les Brown, you have greatness within. So wake up and live. Peace. Greetings, players and playettes. This is your number one man with the plan to get that bag. I go by the name Scott, Make It Rain Fane, and we're about to wet some things up in here today. Do you feel me? I know you do. They say money isn't something that you pursue, it's something you attract. You gotta talk to the money. Let the money know where you're at, you dig? We're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna use the power of the tongue to make some sweet sounds that no money can resist. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm gonna need your help though. I'm gonna want you to repeat after me and say it like you mean it. But let's have some fun with this, all right? Let's go get that money. Money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. I move from poverty thinking to abundance thinking. I am worthy of making more money. I am open and receptive to all the wealth life offers me. I embrace new avenues of income. I welcome an unlimited source of income and wealth into my life. I release all negative energy over money. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I use money to better my life and the lives of others. Wealth constantly flows into my life. My actions create constant prosperity. I am aligned with the energy of abundance. I constantly attract opportunities that create more money. My finances improve beyond my dreams. Money and spirituality can coexist in harmony. Money and love can be friends. Money is my servant. I am the master of my wealth. I am able to handle large sums of money. I am at peace with having a lot of money. I can handle massive success with grace. Money expands my life's opportunities and experiences. Money creates positive impact in my life. Yeah, yeah, I can feel it. Can you feel that money coming? Oh, it's coming, and it's coming fast, baby. Can you feel it? Money is on its way. I'm Scott, Make It Rain Fane, and I'm headed to the bank. Shoot, it's time to make a deposit, baby. Peace. Who's benefiting from your philosophy? Our personal philosophy is how we view the world in any given area, and we all have a particular view on how we see the world. We have a philosophy on our eating habits, how often we exercise, saving money, owning a home versus renting, marriage, dating, you name it. Yet despite the fact that we have these philosophies, doesn't mean that we also have a strong belief and can't be swayed from time to time. I'm not talking about the kind of folks that wake up believing one thing and go to sleep the same day believing the exact opposite. No, I'm referring to those people who believe in something so strong that you can always find them sharing that philosophy with others. Let's use a coworker, for example. I think it's safe to say that we've all worked with someone that had a better way or a faster way of getting the job done. They say things like, do it like this. Why are you working so hard? I always work through my lunch break. Does this sound like somebody you may have worked with before? Now, I see nothing wrong with a person sharing their beliefs. I do get concerned when people share their beliefs without a logical philosophy to support them. As an example, look at buying a car versus leasing one. I hear a lot of people say that a person shouldn't lease a car. The first reason they'll usually give to support this philosophy is that you may go over your mileage and have to pay additional money. Another reason they claim it's a bad idea is that if you lease, you'll never actually own the vehicle. Now, although these two arguments may be true, it doesn't mean that leasing a vehicle isn't good for anyone. For example, a person that hasn't driven over 15,000 miles in years may do great with a lease that has a 25,000 mile allowance before they're being charged anything. Or let's say a person is taking a 2-year college course and then leaving the country after graduation. In this case, they may not want to own a car because they'll be living in another country by the time the lease is up. Every coin has two sides. It's just that sometimes we don't take the time to flip it and see what's on the other side before we go forcing our philosophy onto someone else. So before pushing your beliefs onto others, consider this. Make sure that your philosophy has worked for you. Be prepared to explain what your philosophy is. Keep in mind the person may not agree with your philosophy. Try not to get upset about it. Most importantly, get a good understanding about the person's situation first by asking good questions. The Team Woods philosophy is that by following these steps, you're going to have more productive interactions with the people you come into contact with. And at the end of the day, wouldn't that be wonderful? Are the clapback, fighting fire with water. Robert Greene said, win through actions, never through argument. Sun Tzu said, the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. These strategies are recommended to be applied towards getting the things that will make you happy, truly happy, internally happy. Internal happiness is getting what you want and wanting what you get and keeping it. Many people will never maintain true internal happiness because they haven't mastered the art of the clapback. Allow me to explain my thoughts. Whether good or bad, we attract what we think about, what we worry about, what we fear, and so on. At least that's what research has proven over the past thousands of years. I'm no expert on the subject, but I do know how it feels to receive things that I've thought about along with the things that I've worried about. And I've talked to enough people who have confirmed the same. See, we the people are people pleasers. Every single one of us has at least one person in our life that we're trying to please. A boss, colleague, a friend, spouse, and so on. The reality is that everyone isn't going to be ready for our pleasing, and there'll be a large group of people who don't deserve it. The problem is that often we'll waste time trying to please the wrong people. Investing our time into trying to please the wrong people at the wrong time, or even the right people at the wrong time, typically doesn't end with that time being well spent. Once we discover that we've wasted time on the wrong person, we feel a certain type of way. And usually those feelings are measured by the amount of time that we invested in the person, along with what we had to sacrifice in order to work with them. A combination of large sacrifices and wasted time can lead to unhappy feelings, like anger, confusion, disappointment, and regret. And even if we don't deal with these feelings properly, we start to do and say things that aren't in line with who we truly are or the person we're trying to be. So many of us have issues that we haven't properly dealt with over the years, and usually that causes stress, which ultimately can lead to clapping back recklessly. Because the stress of wasting time has turned us into a different person, in most cases without us even realizing that we've changed. So what's the best way to deal with these negative feelings so that we're not cussing everybody out? Again, I'm no expert on the subject, but I do know what works for me. And that is to replace the negative feelings with happy ones. And I get happy feelings doing the things that I love to do, like writing. Writing makes me feel good. Even if I don't share what I wrote with anyone, I still feel good after I'm done. I also like to ride bikes, cook, read, work out, hike, work with dogs, and so much more. The more I do the things that I love, the more happier I become. And the happier I become, the more selective I get when it comes to my clapback. The more I do what I love, the more I want to do more of it, if only just because of the good feelings that I get. I make it a point to understand what I love to do, and I do my best to make it happen. Drama, adversity, struggle, and BS is a part of life that we'll run into from time to time. So it's really important for us to have a happiness plan in place. Otherwise, we'll be cussing everybody out and ready to fight anyone that says anything to us. What's your happiness plan? I make wise, goal-oriented decisions. The universe will supply me with all my needs. I use my resources wisely. I will not let anyone or anything get my blood pressure up. I am the victor, not the victim. I am going to make the rest of my life the best of my life. I will look for things to be appreciative of today. I will achieve the goals I set for myself. I am and will continue to be successful. I love myself unapologetically. I can trust others. I am beautiful inside and out. I am perfect in my imperfection. There are no limits to the wealth I can obtain. I generate momentum effortlessly. I am not going to waste my time arguing with people. I am motivated. I am reaching my goals. I am courageous. I am fast. I am capable. I am strong. I am wise. I will not give up. I will make it. I will keep pushing through. I am enough. Some things take a little more time and patience than others. Over the years, America has evolved into a society in which most people need instant gratification. In situations like going to a fast food restaurant, instant gratification is expected, whereas if we want a home-cooked meal, we expect the process to take longer. Whether the goal is to enjoy fast food or a home-cooked meal, most are either rushing the process or being impatient during the process. Only a few of us will calmly wait out the situation without showing any signs of impatience. For instance, have you ever been in a slow-moving line at your favorite fast food restaurant and noticed the different ways in which the people handle the wait? I have, and I noticed 4 kinds of people in this situation. The loud and impatient. This is the person that comments to no one in particular, like, what the heck is going on back there? And then as time goes on, they'll start complaining to anyone that makes eye contact with them. The fidgety and impatient. This is the person who will let their impatience be known with their body language. They'll fold their arms, tap their feet, continuously look at the time, and they'll also start to groan and sigh loudly. Sometimes they'll get out of line and leave out of frustration. The calm and patient. This is the person who remains in line, and they're usually the ones who may try to calm the loud and fidgety by not encouraging them or saying things that the loud and fidgety want to hear. Instead, they may offer an excuse on behalf of the staff or they'll simply ignore the annoyance and continue to patiently wait on their food. The avoider. This is the person who will walk up to the door, see the line, then turn around and leave. Along the way, I've been each of these types of customer, and I've learned that being calm and patient or simply leaving to avoid the situation works best for me overall. Being loud and impatient rarely helps the situation, especially when the slowdown is beyond the control of the staff. Someone may have called off that day, or there may be a new hire in the training process, or maybe a truck delivery didn't show up on time. The list goes on and we just don't know. I've learned that being impatient to the point of complaining or trying to rudely rush the situation causes stress, not only for me, but also for the workers and the other people in line. With an increase in stress comes an increase in negative energy. My goal is to create a positive energy for myself and for those around me. So I practice being more calm and patient. If I know I'm having a day in which my patience is low and I see the line is moving slow, then I know that for me to keep my peace of mind, the best thing that I can do for myself is to get out of line and do a better job meal planning so I'm not eating fast food in the first place. Slow moving situations go beyond the fast food line. We see these situations pop up across our life, from the bank to the grocery store, the post office, raising our kids, and also during the process of pursuing our personal and business goals. To my knowledge and understanding, being impatient doesn't yield positive results in many areas. So for me, I'm going to continue growing into a more patient and calm individual, and I hope that you will too.